Hello, it's time for another episode of It's Not About You. We've been talking about how it is that we live this selfless life. How do we invest in people? How do we be more Christ-like? Christ had all the power in the world, but never used it to benefit himself. And it's hard in the world that we live in today, especially the world as it's changed around us recently. We've gotten into this whole idea of self-service. You go someplace and you go to a gas station. What do you have to do? You have to pump your own gas. You go to the grocery store. What do you have to do? You have to wring yourself out of the grocery store. We've gotten to this place where it's more convenient and it's easier to serve ourselves. And we forgot about how we serve other people. Self-service, it's a noun, and it means the serving of oneself. And that's the culture that we live in. Do we even think about serving other people? And I would tell you that we don't. I really dislike going to a grocery store and having to check myself out. I like to be waited on. I remember the days when you pulled into a gas station and an attendant ran out, filled your gas, checked your oil, washed your windshield while you waited for that gasoline. And that's the Christian world. Are we taking care of people, whether they darken the doors of our church or not? Or do we see it as self-service? Hey, if you come here, then we'll take care of you. Or do we go out and take care of people? I would tell you that we live in a self-service world. And that becomes, I would say, against our Christian faith. We are called to think of others more highly than we think of ourselves. We are called to take care of them. How do we do that? Can we do that? And it's examples that we see of that really inspire us. When people go above and beyond and invest in other people. And I would tell you that's the Christian life we've been called to. Are we self-serving or are we serving others? And by serving others, are we serving Christ? That's the question, and that's the challenge. How can you serve others this week, pointing them towards Jesus? So for It's Not About You, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch. This is Bob Benson.